Right, here it goes. Cool. I'm doing a Q&A today. Firstly, I just want to say I do apologise. I'm learning how to use a camera, so this is the very first time I've actually, like, filmed it myself. So I know it's sort of sitting in front of the camera, but it's the first time I've ever done that. So anyway, I'm working on a new video, which was meant to go out tonight, but unfortunately, I don't think it's quite ready yet. And everyone keeps asking me, Mikey, do a Q&A. So I wanted just to put this out there, just to answer a few questions. So basically, you guys get to know, like, you know, why I started YouTube and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, here we go. Without further ado, one of those. What was the one honest hesitation you had before officially starting your YouTube channel? This is from Amy, by the way, so hello Amy. I think the hesitation was I was actually rather scared, like, how my mates would think, because obviously, like, all the boys do YouTube and all my best friends do YouTube. And I didn't want to just do it like, oh, I'm just starting YouTube because they're doing it. I wanted to actually make something which was going to be good and, like, people would enjoy as well, and it'd be slightly different. I guess it was just like how my mates would think and how the people would, like, how you guys would think about the video, and just like sort of trying to create like a different style from me. That is the style I am actually going to be going down. I'm going to be making like sort of like sketches and comedies and stuff like that. But as I said, like, it wasn't actually ready this week. It's coming though, it's coming. Hopefully I'll release it like maybe Wednesday, Thursday. How did you ask your date to prom? Did I have a date at prom? No, I did have a date at prom. Back in the day at school, when you pretend like you like a girl, but you're like, girls are bad. So you're like, oh, I like this girl, but I'm gonna treat her really mean, and then hopefully she fancies me as well. Just like give her a little nudge and be like, oh, go on, we're going to prom. She said yes, but I don't think I was very good prom date. I wore a sort of bright pink shirt, and it's like grey silvery tie. I wanted to get a bit flamboyant, and I didn't actually hear from her again. So I think after school she sort of got rid of me, so it wasn't the best prom date. How many of those black ripped jeans that you have? I have 3 pairs. I love wearing black ripped jeans. They're the most comfortable thing as well. Like my knee is just always on the show, which is why I like a bit of air to the old knee. What was your motivation to start a YouTube channel? I have great fun, like sort of making all these videos, and my hair is actually sort of everywhere. But I have great fun, like making the videos with the boys, and I wanted to actually put out something by myself and put out something on my own, which is my work, and I guess I can sort of be like, oh, I really enjoyed doing that, and I hope you guys can see it and things like that. So I wanted just to make something like fun and different, I guess. What scares you the most? I think heights. I'm rather scared of heights. Yeah, I once had lunch, actually. I'm a big fan of lunch. One of the highest buildings in London, and my goodness, I had such a bad stomachache that I couldn't actually eat any of my lunch. So yeah, heights aren't good for me. What country would you like to visit in the future? I love traveling, so Asia. I've already travelled around Asia, but I want to go back there. I want to go to, you know, Australia, LA, America more, like all around America. Just sort of everywhere, like everywhere that's nice and everywhere that's cool and, you know, all over the place. Would you ever jam out to Beyonce and pay money to see her in a concert? Is she your queen? Yeah, I think, you know, I love Beyonce. I think Beyonce's pretty amazing. I would definitely pay to see Beyonce. I'd be dancing away. Yeah, for sure. If you had to be attached to one of the boys for the rest of your life, who would it be? I don't think any of them would want to be attached to me. I would say probably Josh, because I think Josh is very level-headed, and we would play like sports against each other, and we would be quite competitive. Josh is quite chilled, he's quite calm. Yeah, I would say Josh. If you could be a star in any movie, what would it be? I know this one. I would play Peter Pan. No, I'll play Rufio in Hook. But hopefully he didn't die. Yeah, that's the sort of guy, that's my ideal role. Rufio, looky, I got hooky. Like those sort of lines I would love to play. I don't think anyone would cast me as Rufio. You know, I'd be more of that kid who, you know, one who puts his legs up and then rolls down, and all the pirates he goes into the pool and then rolls down. I'd probably be cast as him. What is your favourite TV show? My favourite TV show is, I would say, it's probably still like anything Ricky Gervais does. So like Extras, The Office, I love that, and then I also love like Gavin and Stacey. I think James Corden's an amazing guy, like his sort of stuff is so good. So that sort of vibe, that sort of comedy vibe. How did you and Jack become friends? I think Jack came up to me at a party, we were at a party in Brighton, we're both from Brighton, we were about 16. Well, Jack was 16, I was probably 18. He came up to me and we just started talking, and since then, and then we started going out together in like Brighton and London as well, and since then, you know, here we are now, best mates. Would you ever consider living with Jack and Connor? I don't think they would ever have me. I would love to live with them. Like, I know the code to their flat, because I live like 30 seconds away. I would love to live. I practically do. I turn up unannounced, but I don't think they ever have me. I can be quite loud, especially in the mornings. If you could make a collab with either Beyonce or PewDiePie, who would it be? I would say Beyonce, because I would love to sort of do like the single ladies dance or something with her. Like, I could probably do like a dance off with Beyonce, or like, I don't know, something stupid, something funny. I think Beyonce would be good. What's your favourite song from the Contrast album? This is from Honest Survivor. My favourite song, called the classic, 2012. My favourite song would be Pictures. I think Pictures is such a good song. Yeah, that's one of my favourites. That's one of my favourites. How did you do this to your eyes? Every time Joe uploads a picture now, he sort of moves my eyes to the side. I sort of get this feeling of like dread whenever I get tagged in a tweet from him, I realise it looks something like that. So, and then if you guys can see. We go to VidCon next year. I would love to go to VidCon if I get a chance. Hopefully I'll still be doing videos, so hopefully I will. Would you rather go on it, have a girls' night out with Susan Bohr or Hillary Clinton? Susan Bohr, because I think she'd be fun. I think she'd be great on a karaoke. I think she would be good on karaoke, but I think she'd be good on a night out. Apart from Jack, who would you say is your best friend? Ooh. I'm lucky because I think I have about 10 best mates. I have obviously the boys back home, who I'm really, really close with, all of those boys, Abe and everyone, and then I have the boys in London as well. So I'm in a very privileged position to have a lot of good friends. Will you start doing pranks on your channel? I'm gonna try and do some pranks. I want to do more vlogs. I want to do more sort of comedy sketches and things like that. Pranks, I'm not particularly like, I'm not like an evil genius. I'm not very good at thinking up pranks. So I'm gonna try and get Josh back. Especially Josh back, and I will be trying to do a few pranks. Do I know any French? Bonjour? I sort of know very, very basic French. I wasn't particularly into it at school, so I'm not particularly good at languages. I can barely speak English. What I tend to do when I speak French is I tend to sort of speak English in a French accent very, very loudly, and the louder I say, so I was like two pairs of shoes, or you know, like something like that. And I think that's what a lot of English people do. What was my first date? My first date was at a cinema. I remember going to the cinema with a girl, and I really, really fancied her. And as we were watching the film, I got cramp in the back of my leg, so I was like sort of frantically sort of kicking out, like stretching out my leg. I got this like awful cramp. Yeah, it did not go very well. And she was like mix of like pity, laughter, and like, oh my god, well, I'm on a date with this guy. Needless to say, it didn't go too well. What are your goals and ambitions on YouTube? Keep up the good work. Well, very nice. I think my goal, I just want to continue making videos. I want to put out more videos per week. I want to do like vlogs. I want to like make cool content. I want to like, obviously Connor's helped me a lot, so I want to work with him more, because I guess we sort of work quite well. As like, he gets, you know, he's very good at that sort of stuff. So I just want to put out a lot of content and a lot of stuff, I guess. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. So yeah, thanks very much. I hope I answered a few questions, and I'm sorry that this video is a Q&A. I really want to put out the video I'm actually working on, and I will be trying to do that this week. Thank you very much for watching, and go subscribe, I guess. I've never really said that. I've never actually really said that before. Go subscribe. But yeah, but thank you everyone. Thank you for everyone who's subscribed, and it's really, I really sort of love doing it at the moment, and it's really, I'm having great fun, and just, yeah, thanks very much.